Caucasian. This song is in no way towards you who are with us, but to those who are against us. The corporate crackheads who sold us at birth, who sit in the buildings and keep us in mental and spiritual slavery.
It's been a long time coming, now the Europeans running. Give thanks to this king because the strategy is cunning. Cops killing us with gunning. They think they doing something, then they snatch your estate. But my Indians are coming to take back what's ours with the silver and the copper. Motherfuck Babylon, because that bitch we gonna stop her. Motherfuck Chris Hauser in that trailer, the hoe he houser. He lying to your more, show that whites have the power. It's 1099, Ace of Sour. He wasting all your hours. His stink bitch Babylon need to go and take a shower. We rise like the lotus flower. We cannot be devoured, cause we rising to the top like a strong built tower. We were sold at birth, but now we settle the debt with our copper and our silver. Y'all ain't seen none yet. Y'all gummies better fret. 100 kings and queens attack. We got an app, but still just time to take our states back. We gon' 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 take our states back. Got a bunch of cracker jackers and we smack them like that. We gon' take our states back. 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 Got a bunch of cracker jackers and we smack them like that. My pockets on swole from the copper, silver, and gold. I say fuck fiat currency because it puts you in a hole. Down this rabbit hole, how far can you go until we get the overstanding? Our states will grow. Many wives, I need more. Give me one, I move slow. Going by man's law. Get 1 acre and you poor. The more wives I have, equals the more land I have. Making more kings and queens, making their own money back. Making their own laws, correcting all their flaws. Not living my man's way, not their statute or their code. Taking back the land they stole, redeeming back our soul. Kicking busters out the tribe that we found out was more. I 1099 see 'em, I sure won't wanna be in the IRS. Tax their state, now they're screaming for me to free them. All you Asians better fret, 100 kings and queens attack. This is how we clash our swords to take our states back. We gon' 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 take our states back. Got a bunch of cracker jackers and we smack them like that. We gon' take our states back. 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 Got a bunch of cracker jackers and we smack them like that.
Tasty.
100 forever. All right, kings and queens, clash your swords. I told y'all that there are a lot of videos I was going to be making. But take a week break from the touring to finish off this. Now, there will be a Friday night meeting, and I'm going to say this right now. The only people that will be allowed in the meetings will be those who signed the rules and read them. This video here will be for the rules and the regulations of the tribe. No more fuckery going around. All this picking up the phone, just calling me because you just want to call me. All that is over. If there's a video showing you how to do stuff and y'all still effing up on it, this is not for you. Take your bags, turn around, and go back where you came from. Get some education before you think about filling out any of the kings and queens paperwork. Like everyone keeps saying, they don't understand how y'all making these terrible ass mistakes. It don't make any sense. It's like y'all here for some other reason, maybe to try to get under our skin or whatever, but enough is enough. We need competent people. People at least know how to follow rules. People who are held accountable for their fuck ups, and people who are held accountable for trying to infiltrate or mess with people's information. Enough is enough. When you run a tribe, when you run a kingdom, when you run an empire, it has to be ran with rules, regulations. Even the leaders, even myself, I'm held to a higher, okay, not the lower, but the higher. So y'all got to expect more out of me. So since the mess ups didn't happen, this is a result of that. So I'm held liable. So now I got to go in and make changes. I got to bust my butt. You think this is easy? Coming up, restructuring everything? No, it's not. Okay? While I'm still taking care of my paperwork. While I'm still moving forward with the 155 country tour. Spreading the word around the world to everyone about this. That was my goal from day one. It wasn't just about me getting free. It was about me setting all the captives free around the world. Is anybody else going around the world trying to do it? I don't know. Okay? But hook them up with me. All right? Before getting started, I want to give a big clash of swords, a clashing of the swords to Albania. Albania. Y'all showed love. 4,000 people participated in the promotion. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. And then right after that, I did the promotion. Day after, it started trending on Twitter. So, you know, it just goes to show that people start talking and things start happening. So don't think what I'm doing is in vain. It's totally not in vain. Now, the numbers for Greece was real low, but it's still in the promotion mode. So that's why I'm taking a break real quick. Tomorrow I'll be promoting the UK. Even though I'm behind on that, it's already didn't happen, but I still have to do the promotions on it, the video on it. Be a couple of days late on that. So I apologize to all of those in the UK, Europe, Great Britain. If I haven't got to y'all just yet. I sent out the promotion, but now I got to do more promotions on the promotion. So that's how it breaks down. All right. So we're doing this thing worldwide, trying to set the captives free. And we got to have order in place before, a decency and order in place before these people around the world come in. Okay. So all my people who know how to transcribe, translate languages, hit me up because we need you. All right. Anyway, you see on the screen, that is the girl from Black Panther. I want to do a video on this a long time ago when it first came out, the news first came out about it. But it's in relation to the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. Okay? It's about being tribal. You go to the website, it says we are a tribe of tribes. We are tribe. It don't say we are a tribe. We say we are tribe. Okay? So that's who are you? Who are y'all? We are tribe. That's how you answer that. Not a tribe. We are tribe. That's what the 100 Kings is, because you got a bunch of tribes within tribe in one tribe. So that's why we say we are tribe. And when we say we are a tribe of tribes. So your tribe, my tribe, his tribe, her tribe, their tribe. That's why we say together we are tribe. All right. So just wanted to show that beautiful gathering they were having there. And that's when they're taking it to the streets, you know. So this is about fighting. So that's what I'm doing for y'all. I'm fighting for y'all. When I reorganize to make the ship tighter, that's what I'm doing. So now, since something has slipped through, I'm being punished because I got to sit up here and restructure and still do the things I got to do. That's a lot of work, and then it wore me out. So yesterday I was on a 12-hour meditation and sleep thing, and it was well needed. So I'm back at it again. I didn't do the promotions on like I said, Great Britain and the UK, but I'm gonna do that. I was looking at it before I had to do some cleaning. We're at war. And y'all got to understand what a war is. Okay? So while we're looking at the screen, we'll Wakanda forever. Okay? Let me go ahead and go into the things that needs to be said before we go into the rules. Now, everyone, like I said before, everyone who's coming into the tribe that want to sign up on the 100 Kings and 100 Queens website, y'all will be getting an email too, as well. I'm saying it on here. To come into the tribe, you will have to sign those rules and regulations. Fraternizing, flirting, borrowing money from another tribal member, that is out. We have rules and regulations for that. You have to come to me, the leader. I present it to the board, then we present it to the whole 100 Kings and Queens to see if they want to donate to you if it comes to money. No one has the right to take anyone's information and use it for their personal gain. You damn sure will get your head cut off for that with my sword. I don't play about that. You have no permission. Period. That is a high violation. Making it seem like you are over the group. You are the head ringleader of the group. You didn't start the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. So anybody acting like they are the one, you're going to get shut down. And we're coming at you hard with full force and everything we got to make sure you don't ever do it again to no one in no group. You got people out there that's going in these groups just to see who they can manipulate. They're gathering up together acting like they don't know each other, but when they already knew each other. Y'all been found out. So, with my list of things right here, I got is maybe about 20 of them. Let me tell you what a real king is. What I just described. One who protects his tribe, keeps rules and regulations intact. Okay? Follow those himself. Okay? Put people in order. Set them in order when they're out of order. One who has integrity, okay, character, velour, okay. One who sees into the future, strives and fights for the future, corrects the past by moving forward in the future with something that's bigger and better. One who don't sit here and focus on remedy. One who focuses on solutions. Remedy is temporary, but solution is a final remedy for all remedies. The reason why a lot of you out there keep running back to a leader, asking them to help you with something, because you do not understand the steps. Each step you need to master. Once you master those 7 steps, you yourself can come up with whatever remedy you need to throughout whatever comes up to you or you're dealing with. Shouldn't be asking me like I'm that man, Uncle Sam. Every time you need something, you run to Uncle Sam. I need this, I need this, I need this. I get tired of hearing all the whining. Become a man, become a woman, become a king, become a queen. King up, queen up. And settle your own affairs. This is what's meant by being incompetent. Being a minor. If I didn't gave y'all the rules, the ins and outs of the silver, the ins and outs of the common law copyright, you could take both of those and know how to move with that to run these people off who's coming at you. Watch the video 185K. Do not ignore. I think it's called Do Not Ignore or How to Accept Offers, mail offers, or just offers. Just type that in. They come up on my channel. Just did the video. Don't remember the name because it's so new, but don't remember because I'm on to the next thing. These videos are put up so y'all can get perfected at it. Have people comment saying they just want to get in. Get in. No, you don't. Read the rules and regulations on the 100 Kings and 100 Queens.com website. As soon as you get there, it's sitting right there. Download it. Fill it out. Send it back to me. You're going to have to upload it on step 1. But you got to be approved for the site before you even upload. Okay? But once you got it download, text me back and let me know that you have done it. Do not send me nothing direct to my email because I will not download it. I will not open it. Period. There's too many hackers. There are too many spammers out there, and I'm not going to be dealing with that. Now to hit Queen Melanie up, but I won't be dealing with that. So, let's do that, right? And that way you can next get your interview, and then we'll see about getting you in. Because there's a lot of steps you're going to have to do. The vetting process has got even deeper now. No more two-party. You'll only be interviewed by me. The only people going to be talking to me for free is the ones that are coming in. After you just spoke to me, the only time you'll be dealing with me is through the YouTube videos. You got anything to ask them in the comment section. Let's communicate through YouTube since that's how you found me. Leave your comment in there. Whatever question you got, I'll give you your answer there. That way anybody else can come in and see the question and the answer, and then that'll help everybody. The emails need to be for the things that need to be sent from the 100 Kings and 100 Queens website. That's the only reason I need to be in my email. I don't need to be on the phone with nobody but the new people that's coming in, and that's me interviewing them. No more interview by King Harry or King Tom Woods or damn sure not that queen that was in the group, that king queen. Okay? You'll deal with me. We don't need nobody spamming and scamming people out of money, out of fiat currency. Why would you run behind fiat currency when that ain't even real money? That means they don't have they have no future. And they don't even want to get free. They just want fiat currency. Okay? Now, let me respond to something one of these fake queens said. And there's always got to be the Bible thumpers, right? 2 of them came and said, oh, this king, he ain't do nothing. They were talking about the one that scammed everybody out of the money and sexual harassed the queens in the group. They were talking about this guy, which is also a queen, had the nerve to say, oh, he ain't do nothing but do good to me. Y'all shouldn't have took it public. Let me say this. Let me say this very clearly. When I take something public, that is to warn the people of the public of this scammer. Okay? I'm doing exactly what I need to do. Now, when you talk about name calling, let me correct every last one of you out there who like to be Bible thumpers. If you're going to say somebody shouldn't be name calling, you better go tell that to your Jesus. Because Jesus said, he told King Herod, when they came to him and said, oh, he said this and said that, you need to leave, such and such. Jesus came back and said, you tell that fox. Go pull it up in scripture. You tell that fox, I do this day, I do that day, and on the 3rd day I will be perfected. Okay? King Sebion, he did this year. He did the 7 steps the 2nd year, and on the 3rd year, I'm perfected. So you tell that to that fox. Just like Jesus said. Here's the next thing. Y'all saying you shouldn't go public with stuff. See, this is how I know y'all don't know scripture and y'all ain't nothing but some fake Bible thumpers that have been taught wrong. The scripture says, Paul said very clearly, to expose them. Now, what is expose? Expose ain't private. Exposure is public. So all you fake Bible thumpers out there who think you know it all, checkmate. The scripture also says, don't let your good be evil spoken of. Now, how are you going to stop your good from being evil spoken of? You got it, because it's being spoken in public. So you got to go to the public to shut it down. Wake up, know-it-alls. So, going on, these two fake queens, one didn't say much at all because I didn't read the whole email. The other one I skimmed through it, but when I was going in to delete it, I saw her say something about a cult. A cult is what that king queen, the fake leader of step 2, was the 9/8 leader, was doing. He was telling y'all to meet at the park, telling y'all manifestation. That's a cult. Cult is dealing with religion. That's how I know people just say stuff and don't know what the hell they're talking about. Just throwing words out there because they think it sound good. Go get you some education. Don't even know what a cult is. A cult is like that Jim Jones stuff. Go jump off a bridge. Go walk on water with your feet while you're pulling your ears. King Steviano ain't told y'all to do none of that. I stick to the 7 steps. I stick to the remedy that y'all needed, along with the solution. That's not a cult. Some of y'all people just stupid. That's how I know those queens and that king queen, this group was not for you. This is why y'all gonna stay slaves forever. Some of y'all need to go back to elementary school and learn how to read and write. Some of y'all need to go take a calculator class. Some of y'all need to take a basic math class. Some of y'all need to go to a college and take 1 semester of bookkeeping, accounting, and business. Then come back and do this. Had one queen, she left the group to go follow the Jehovah's Witness. Now you run into religion. Don't y'all know y'all reading that Bible wrong? Follow the 155 country tour and you'll learn something. Y'all are lost. Been lost for years. Do you go into a church? The church ain't going to teach you about the birth certificate. The church ain't going to teach you to get out of bondage. You better read Deuteronomy when it talks about you being in bondage. Y'all in bondage every time you go get a loan. Every time you use their instruments, you back in bondage. You supposed to be private. The church ain't private, they public. 501(c)s. So let's see what else we had on this list. Yeah, I already said there'll be no group until those rules and regulations are signed by y'all. It's on the 100 Kings and 100 Queens website, 100 Kings and 100queens.com with the number 100. Okay? Oh, this queen said King Steviano's a wolf in sheep's clothing. When I've been sitting around here doing stuff for free for the last 2 years for y'all, I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing hides like he is a sheep, and then in the end he eats you. Now, who ate y'all? Who ate your money? Here I am giving y'all barcodes that's $20 when they're really valued at $30 plus the $150 registration. Then y'all getting certificates for certain things. And SEO. That's a $400 to $600 job. When it comes to the silver, that's like $1,000. So recognize, so how am I a wolf in sheep's clothing? I ain't took nothing from you. The wolf in sheep's clothing is that guy girl that was asking y'all for money, that was sexually harassing y'all on the phone, doing things behind the kings and queens' back, faking like she was bigger than the king. telling y'all, picking up the phone, calling y'all, trying to combat what he did. She did. And had the nerve to say King Stevian is jealous? Oh my gosh. Don't make a fool of yourself. King Stevian started the 100 Kings, 100 Queens. King Stevian gave y'all the 7 steps, started the 7 steps in order, connected everything. King Stevian has a catalog of what? 11 to 1,200 songs. That's valued at $14 million in debt. But now, since I taught y'all about the IRS and what the IRS said about copyrights, that has a value because it carries my voice or some built from my hands, which is valuable, which goes back into real estate. It goes into memorabilia. So it's valued as real estate now. Okay? Because it comes from the real. And anybody that uses it, they get a license. So, I don't have nothing to be jealous of anyone about. Show me his or her videos. Show me his or her music catalog. Show me the free papers that they got saying they're the interest holder of the Social Security number. Show me where it shows that what? They got a letter from the Treasury saying that they needed a check. And I just explained to y'all in the last video called 850K, Learn How to Accept Offers. I showed y'all where the checks come in at. That's what they were requesting from me. To fill what it was, I think it was 1 septillion. I think that's what it was in that. She didn't get that. She didn't get a thing from the bank, and I just got a statement printed out the other day, last week. It shows I'm still the agent. Show me that. They put that on there. King Stevian jealous? That's a joke. King Stevian is the one touring strategically these countries and getting many followers. Come on, man. See, I don't even brag about myself. I don't have to because this is a job. This is what my life was made for. People just speak, man. They just say stuff. Make it sound good. You'll never be able to battle me and win. Okay? Now, let's see. I talked about the hacking calls. Oh, the hacking calls. Yeah. Y'all need to be careful when people call y'all like that. Because they use this thing where they can hack into your phone. Then they use your phone number to spoof your calls. So that she that's calling y'all, that's what they're doing. So be careful. Don't even talk to them. If y'all talking to that she, y'all need to, y'all know who I'm talking about, the one I kicked out the group. Y'all need to block him or don't have anything else to do with me. I don't want you talking to that person at all. I understand you can talk to who you want to, but if you want to talk to him, she, you need to go over there with she. Because I don't want that spirit rubbing off on you and then rubbing off on us. Stay over there. Don't come back over here. We don't need you. We don't want you. We don't desire you. We're trying to deal with quality here, not quantity. And as the weeks go by, I'll be deleting out people from the website that did not sign the rules and regulations. I'm not playing about this. Even if we, like the Queen, the Empress said, if we're down to 5 people, and she's absolutely correct. Tell me y'all think y'all can just weasel y'all way in and start throwing out a bunch of barcodes, think I'm just going to start filling them. No, it don't work that way. You do one thing at a time. One at a time. All this doing 20 barcodes at one time, and then you try to go fill out all the paperwork at once. You're by your damn self. Don't come to me asking me how if you fucked up on anything. I don't want shit to do with you, period. You follow the step leader. When you're on that step 1, you stay on step 1. Stop jumping to 9/8. Stop jumping to affidavit of ownerships. Stop trying to come to me talking about a bill pay, because that's all you worry about is a bill pay. I don't want to deal with bill pay no more. When it comes to certain things, hey, just like I say, y'all will pay. I'm not dealing with all this free stuff no more, because y'all done took advantage of it. Y'all have no respect of my time. None of that. You've been paid somebody else $2,000, but you come over, well, King Stevian do it for free. And then you go win whatever you're winning, and then you don't come back and give King Stevian and 100 Kings nothing. Stay your ass away from here. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. Now, the ID cards, right? This king queen said that he came up with the world passport stuff. That sounds so silly. If you look at my video on the world passport, it shows I did that, what, a year or two ago? The kings of the round table got their passports, and I showed them how to do it. And this dumb idiot sitting around here using a beneficiary passport to catch a commercial plane. You dumb idiot. That's a private video. That's a private ID. You don't mix that with commercial. But me, I just sit back and let him hang himself. Okay? Run right into the wall. You can't mix public with private. That lets you know he don't know nothing. She don't know nothing about public and private. Just let people look stupid. That's what I do. Somebody like, well, why King Stevian ain't saying nothing? Because I let people hang themselves, just like Judas did. Okay? You want to act like you all that? I'm going to let you act like you all that, but you're going to be all flat. Because you're going to fall right on your face, like he did. Because it comes out in the end. Okay, like I said, we at war, right? And people wondering why I came in attacking this guy, she like this, is because what do your scriptures say? They say we don't wage war like the world does. The world wages war like what? Guns, knives, physical things. This war, what we're doing is a spiritual and mental war, okay? And that's how we got to do it first, to protect our flesh last. If they can get to your mind or your spirit, then your flesh deteriorates or gets taken out. See? It says wage war. We don't wage war like them. It didn't say the Christians or the spiritual don't wage war. Let's go over there to the war page. It said we don't wage war like the world does. So yes, they still wage war. That's why some of you just getting your ass beat up because you're sitting around, oh, God's going to save me. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. No, he ain't. The scripture says faith without works is dead. So you got to do some works. And my work is done. Okay? I said what I had to say about it, did what I had to do about it, and still got more to do. Okay? All right, where are we at right now? Trying to go down. Got that. Let's see. Yeah. I think that's dealing with the teaching. Yeah. People talk as they're the one faking like they're the teachers. And I already talked about that. You know, I assigned that she as the step 2 leader. She didn't sign himself. King Stevian appointed that. Right? So when people come and act like they the big dog, a big boss, they get shut out. Okay? Where are we? Okay, threats to our tribe. This she made a threat to one of our kings. Our round table kings. You know, that's the last thing you want to do. Okay? Now, like I said, that laptop, she'll never get that back. That's property of the 100 Kings and 100 Queens International Credit Union now. If you'll go to the website, y'all see I got that notice up there saying, hey, this property belongs to the 100 Kings and 100 Queens International Credit Union. You might say, oh, he's just saying that. Okay, you really want to think so? Okay. Go type the name, his name in, first, middle, last, on Google. And see the first or second thing that comes up. And click on that and you'll see. Now, like I told you, I could make somebody look so bad if I wanted to, but you know what? That's not my character. But when it comes to war, you can't jump in, y'all so-called fake queens who has something to say. You can't come in the middle of a war and tell, hey, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Really? Let's see you go out on the battlefield between two opposing parties while they're fighting and see what happened to you. You're going to wind up getting hurt too. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying now about the fake queens. Because you want to interfere with a war. You can't interfere with a war. This is war. When you attack one, you attack all. Here with the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. Okay? Yeah, let's move on. Did I spoke about the passport? What's here? Oh, so the 9-8 position is open. We got a lot of positions open. A lot of the queens will be taking over those positions because of just, one, the leaders that I had, they're tired of all the mess, like the common law copyright. You got a video explaining everything, and they sitting here acting like they don't know what to do. When you do these common law copyrights, don't leave lines in, don't leave highlights in. The common law copyright name is owned by the Foreign Grantors Trust, not the individual, not the king name. It's held by the king name for the trust. Some of y'all, then in the common law copyright video, it tells you to remove the names out. Where it says those names go, that's where you sign it. But it's in here typing it in. This is called being incompetent. You're supposed to sign this in front of your witnesses. And some of y'all so stupid. Y'all still put the damn typing in there. Now you are a straw man again. You want to use the computer to do everything instead of handwrite something. Y'all are lazy. Don't make no sense. Stuff got to look professional, be professional. Listen, this is your estate you're dealing with. If you want to look all sloppy and toe up, then get the hell out of our group. Go to somebody else who's going to let you do whatever the hell you want to do, whenever you want to do, and how you want to do it. But here, we have structure. It's professional, and it needs to look and be professional. When you're dealing with the Treasury that's dealing with billions and trillions of credits. But then you think you're going to get something? With your stuff looking all sloppy? It's not. We got a 3-strike rule. You send it to us 3 times and it's wrong, we cutting you right there. You're out of the group until you go study on your dang own. And we're not, no one's going to help you. Study on your own, then come back a month later. You got 30 days off. We're rounding up to start the classes. And that'll be 7 days a week. That'll be a class for the 7 steps. The classes for each step will be for 2 to 3 weeks. After the 3rd week, between the 3 weeks, no one, period, will go fill out an assumed name. No one will do a newspaper article. No one will do a common law copyright. And no one will do a barcode. The classes will be $20. That's on top of the barcodes. We're going to do it together. We're going to get through it together. So at the end of 3 weeks, Everybody should have it done. And at the end of the common law copyright week, you will be taking a test. It'll be an open book test, open video test, and that's how we're going to do it. If you cannot get a 85 or 90 on that test, you're cut. You're cut. It's an open book test. If you're that idiotic to fail an open book test, you're going to fail life of handling your estate. Something is definitely wrong with some of y'all. This ain't for some of y'all. Maybe you've been smoking too many drugs or drinking too much or I don't know. But you need to be focused when you come in here. No more of this fuckery. Period. Okay? Let me go on. Talk about the announcement. I already did that. Those that gave this he, she money, what y'all need to do is go to Cash App, request a refund that you gave this he, she. Okay? It was not authorized by me. Get your money back. And you at the bottom of his name, you're going to put right where it says, I think it says abuse or report. It says report. You're going to click on report, and then you're going to go to the part where it says spammer. And you're going to click that, but then you're going to call Cash App, and you're going to let them know he, she spammed you out of your fiat currency, and you get that back. Okay? That's how you handle that. All right? Let me go on. No more bill pays doing the 7 steps. I won't be doing it. That's a video. Shows you how to do it. You got to have certain things in order before you even do it. I'm done with that. That takes up too much of my time. And then people sitting around here thinking just because they paid a tender for a barcode, I owe them a phone conversation. I don't owe you nothing but your barcode. You didn't pay me for a service to talk on the phone. If you want to talk on the phone, I got a video coming up telling y'all about that. The price I'll be charging per minute. Yes, I am. Because that eliminates people like you who want to sit around here and just try to get remedy. If you want to be serious, you come to the class, and then your ass will pass. Okay? All right, moving on. Oh, yeah. So, what is that? Let's see. Oh, 3 mistake rule. I talked about the 3 mistake rule. Three times of trying to submit any step. After you submitted 3 times and you can't make it through, you're out of here. You're out of here. You got a whole month on probation, then you can come back. I don't care what you tendered, all that. That's in the rules and regulations too. You just forfeit that. Because you should come in here being focused. Not focused on your baby boo or any of that. Stay focused. You came to me for you can get free. But then you play around, leave 2-3 months, and then you want to come back in town. Hey, man, I might put that in the rap. But anyway, 3 mistake rules in effect. So better watch it. Now, let's go into this about this PayPal. This he, she made it seem like in the group, he created that. Well, everyone knows last year, King Drone, King Stefan, King Damien, King Harry, King Tom Woods, everyone know I showed everybody how to create a trust on PayPal. Everyone knows how I use the estate number. But then this he, she acting like he created it. Man, all I gotta do is show y'all my PayPal account, Trust PayPal account, and it'll clearly show you how long I had it. It got the date when it started being a member. That's before this he, she went and got it. But then try to take credit for it. Learn from someone else and then try to make like they did it. You fake fucker. Got time for this craziness, man. The people need to stop. sit back, listen, learn, and be humble. Always acting like you bigger than the teacher. That's what you call jealousy. I'm not into all that craziness there. I'm trying to set people free. That's why I say bump the U.S. and I'm going to the other countries to teach them. Because at least they'll give more respect. Time is valuable, okay? Especially mine. Don't call me. Don't call me. Only a certain few I'm talking to. Leave your comments in the section, in the comment section. Got any questions? Leave it in the comment section, because that'll help someone else. If your stuff is private and you don't want to talk about it, well, too bad. Too bad. Because it ain't too private if you're dealing with the public. I'm just fed up with it. People don't want to pay attention. They want to do whatever they want to do. They try to bring people in the group. Nobody be coming to this group unless you're inside the rules and regulations. That'll stop you from stealing anything, using it for your benefit so you can try to go teach other people. Because I know that's what a lot of y'all queens out there trying to do. Get the process so that way you can go try to sell it. That's all you're chasing is behind fiat currency. If you was really about this life, the being free and having your estate, you wouldn't be chasing fiat currency. Of course, we know everything can't be free because you're taking out your time. Listen, I quit 2 jobs for the last year and a half, so that way I can take care of y'all. And all that what it was, $60,000 a year has gone. You think in reality I'm sitting here making it off of barcodes? Of course, I have music that comes in every quarter. That means I got to wait every 3 months to get paid. And then the little royalties from, just the recorded music from the downloads ain't really nothing. Ain't nothing at all. So, maybe some food for the month. That's it. So anyway, with the PayPal, and I'm getting on to the last thing. The PayPal, the purpose of that, because like I said, if this she dude sit and said he came up with the idea of it, ask him, why do you even create a trust on PayPal? He won't be able to answer it because his ass don't know. People, that's what I mean by people just go doing stuff and they don't know the reason of doing it. Why are you filling out a common law copyright? Why are you getting a fins and gens? Why are you getting an estate? Why are you getting a 9-8? Some of y'all don't even know what to do after the 9-8 and the estate. You're supposed to do the 8832 form and merge the two and send it to the address on the back of the directions on page 2 to the IRS so that way they can merge your accounts. The foreign grand trust takes over the 9-8. The 9-8 takes over the estate, excuse me. See? So, when you use the 2 on PayPal, then you know that the 9-8 is over the estate. And the trustee is running the estate. That's why he or she is able to use the estate number. Now, when you go to PayPal, the reason why you do it that way is because they have the foreign currencies. There's about 20 foreign currencies on PayPal that you check. So when you're dealing with the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury, you can easily get those funds deposited into one of those accounts. So say, as I'm dealing with Canada, which I can't do it even though that's not where my trust is at. But if the trusts want to do business with in Canada for some reason, about land in Canada, then I just have the Treasury deposit those funds into the Canada account with PayPal. And then when I go to Canada with the card, I can easily buy the land or whatever it is, because it's lawful money. A lot of people be talking about black card. What about the black card? Man, fuck a black card. You can have your own card. If you know anything about the TTNL, that's a company that creates cards for you. And this is a real banking company. But a lot of y'all don't know this. See, this is what I mean by people acting as they know what they're talking about, and they have no clue whatsoever. But I'm not going to go into detail about it, because she'll act like he invented it. Don't know how to manage that. But you don't walk around with a passport and use that in the commercial realm. Only when you're dealing with banking. Flying on an airplane is not banking. See, when you're dealing with the banking, you're still dealing with the public and the private, because there's interest that comes back from the fiat currency notes. And that's something y'all need to know when y'all going into these banks. Y'all need to give them a intermediary document for them being hired as your intermediary to go to the Treasury or the Federal Reserve and get your lawful money. 12 USC 411. Look that up. 12 USC 411. But you got to hire them as an intermediary. You don't supposed to take your job check and go take it to the bank. No, not unless they're your intermediary. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. That's it. In a nutshell, telling you what a king is, how things got to be ran, and I'm about to get ready to go into the rules and regulations, and I'm gonna read it on here. So everyone need to watch this video when they're coming into the tribe. Okay, been a bunch. We went through this 3 times with people doing things that they shouldn't do. We had one group of people try to create their own barcode system. You're still a student, and yet you're trying to jump past step 7. Those who pass step 7, I'll show you the barcode system so you can do it for your tribe, because you're going to need it, because you're going to have to be dealing with so many documents. But crawl before you walk. Don't try to do what the head person is doing, or head being is doing, and you ain't even learned the full process. It's a shame. All right, so let's go into these rules and regulations. The 100 Kings and 100 Queens group rules. Okay. It says below are ground rules we know are crucial in maintaining true safety, respect, structure, and balance within the group. After reading over the rules, you are required to sign that you accept and are willing to respect such rules at all times as a member of the 100 Kings and 100 Queens tribal group. 1. Here we go. Know that King Stevian is the head of the 100 Kings and 100 Queens tribal group. So no one else can come and say, oh, I'm the leader. One queen was like, she didn't even know who the leader was. So how the heck you watch the video and you don't know who the leader is? You think I was sent on the YouTube to do it for someone else? Get the heck out of here. You act like you don't know who the leader is, you are a straight up idiot. 2. There will be no fraternizing under any circumstances with the kings or queens within the tribal group. No flirting. No messing with nobody. I'm about to call them back. People always want to call when I'm recording a video. If you desire a helpmeet then find him or her on your own time, i.e. dating website, meetup groups, or online networking websites. 3, be respectful to others at all times. That includes the leaders. Okay? And when I say respectful, that means respect their time, who they are, their religion if they have a religion, all that. Okay? Be honest and trustworthy. So don't try to get with someone to scam them out of money. You know, don't sit here and lie saying you need money for food and you sit right there in the house with your damn mama and she cook for you every dang day because you have to bust the suds at night for the food that she gave you in your plate. See? Don't act like you're all that and you have nothing. Okay, 5, time management skills needed. Be prepared and ready for class. Yes, time management skills. So if you got a job and you know we have a class coming up, then you going to have to know when class start and know when you got to end your time at work. Okay? Don't say, oh, I got to schedule a certain day for you, because you're not special. Just for you to have the class for step 1. We're not about to do it on your time. You're on our time. So if you come to us, you better know our time schedule, which the step 1 will be on Sundays. Okay, that includes the worldwide copyright, assumed name, newspaper article, the silver registration, the birth certificate, all that will be handled in step 1. And that class will take about a month to do. So time management skills is needed. 6, be a good listener and take notes. So every time we have class, you need to be taking notes on everything. That don't mean no recorded notes, because you cannot physically record anyone. Period. You want a copy of the recording, you listen to it on the podcast. That's how you do it. But you better be taking notes regardless. Don't sit there and just come in to listen and then say, oh, I'll go listen to the podcast. No, because I might not put up every podcast. Might not put up every class. That's at my discretion to do. It says, watch all step-related recorded YouTube videos prior to Friday night meetings. Now, it's not just Friday nights, it's whatever night the class is. Okay? No European-made vulgar language that offends others during recorded meetings. So if someone say they don't like a certain word, then you don't use that word no more. Okay? No interruptions. Let people finish talking. So all this talking out of turn stuff is over with. People can't even finish, but y'all jumping in saying stuff like your words are bigger than their words, or your questions is bigger than their question. Like you the teacher and you got the answers. Shut the hell up and let the people finish what they're saying and get their answer. And we're not in this group, in these classes, for us to talk about what's going around the world and be entertained. You want to be entertained, go watch Channel 6 News. 9, okay? Help others when you can. Do your fair share of the work. So, if you're all on step 1, we do got the rule where off of the call, you don't supposed to be messing with no one else, but if you have a group, it's best for y'all to get together as groups, and then, you know, and maybe we might do it where we assign the groups. You're assigned with this person, you're assigned with that person, and y'all have to work together. Not your own. Oh, you're in the same city as me. Oh, we're going to do it together. No. It'll be directed by the leaders. Okay? All right. 10. There will be no selling of personal information pertaining to the 7 steps or any information concerning obtaining true freedom. So, if you are in the group and you're out there trying to sell freedom to people, you cut out our group. We don't want nothing to do with you. That means you are a salesman or a saleswoman, and that's the only reason you're in the group, to get knowledge and go try to sell it. We catch you selling anything, we will sue you and put a lien on you. Period. This ain't about you selling. This is about setting people free. We're giving it to you so that way you can go and give it to your tribe, your blood relatives, however you want to call it. That's what this is about. 11. No constant background noises while meetings are in progress. We are trying to record quality meetings for future study purposes. And that's true. Because how can someone hear on a call if there's a bunch of noise going on? Do not come to these classes with noise in the back, you driving, all that crazy. No, you need to be in place when these meetings start. We will have a 15-minute late rule. After 15 minutes, the classes start at 8 p.m. Then by 8:15, if you're not in that class, it's locked. I will lock it. And you won't be able to come in. Okay? 12. If we have to constantly remind you to mute your phone when you are not speaking, you will be cut from the group. There will be no tolerance for constant disruption. So when you come in, mute your phone on your end. Don't say, oh, you didn't know. Because once you're cut out, you're cut. Ain't no, oh, I'm sorry, coming back, I'm sorry. You're out. You got these rules, you signed it, you said you're going to abide by it. 13. If you are unable to function without supervision, this is probably not the group for you. So you're agreeing, saying, oh, it's not for me. But if you know it's for you, then you'll move forward. Okay? If you didn't do well in elementary school, middle school, high school, and never went to college, this group is not for you. Because that's what I was saying. You got to have some type of basic education. Math, reading, business, finance, something. So if you know you can't do these things, type on a simple computer or a typewriter, this ain't for you. Okay? It's definitely not for you. Because you're going to have to do typing. And if you can't do typing, you need to have your assistant, a friend that's going to be doing it for you. And we're not going to wait while you find someone. Just to let you know that. Okay, 15. You must be computer literate in order to do the 7-step process successfully. And that's what that lines right on up with step 14. Rule 14. 16. You must know the basic business functions of corporate America. That still lines up with two that's above. How to write business letters, memos, type, speak professionally over the phone, or at least common sense to know how to go and research what you need. See? So, if you ain't dealing with this, been dealing with basic stuff, then this ain't going to be for you, because you're going into corporate America to take over your straw man. How can you fight a war if you don't have the weapons and know how to yield the weapon? How could you? Right? If you have to offer money to get your paperwork done for yourself, then this tribe is not for you. Yep. I don't want you paying me to do stuff for you. You are here to learn how to do it yourself. So that way you can teach your sons, your daughters, your mama, your uncle, brother, daddy, sister, daddy, cat. Even the cat trying to get free. Probably free from you. You're trying to feed the dang cat some chicken bones and all kinds of crazy stuff. But anyway. But yeah. You can't pay us to do it for you. Okay? The only thing you can give is the tender for the barcodes. That's it. And the tender if you want to talk during my off hours. My off hours and the leader's off hours. No. Not going to do it. What's the leaders teach the class? That's it. You ain't talking to them no more until the next class. So if the 9-8 is on Mondays, then once you get everything you can that night, you need to take it, study. Until the next Monday. Do your own research. Watch the videos. Right? 18. Follow the group protocol of when to call King Stevion and roundtable group leaders. Respect our time and space. Yes. So when I'm not on the call, you can't talk to me. No more phone calls. If you got something to ask, you can ask it in the videos and the comment sections, and I'll go in there and I'll see it. I'll get a notification when I get one. Okay? And I'll try to answer it with them before the week is out. Okay? Whether a king or queen, if at any time you believe that you were threatened and or harassed from another tribal group member, please speak up immediately. And we mean in the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. Because this is what this he/she was doing. Y'all should have spoke up when it happened. So y'all wonder why this group is being turned upside down and shaking out the bad ones. This is why. Because a lot of them did not speak up, because this guy, he/she, was saying that if they didn't do what he said, then he would kick them out of the group. He has no power or authority to kick anyone out of the group. I'm the only one that has that power. Keep that in mind. No one else does. All right. For your safety, never engage or go meet up with another tribal member without speaking to King Stevion or round table leaders first. Because we want to know when this meeting is take place. We want to know what y'all talking about. And we got a form called meeting minutes that y'all would have to fill out and send it to me through the website after y'all have y'all meeting. So when we assign groups, this is, if y'all are in the same city, this is what's going to have to go on if you're in the same city. Even if you're not, we still want to see these meeting minutes. Because every time you are meeting up, even the classes, y'all need to have meeting minute documents. So that way you're showing that you had meetings concerning what? Your trust. Even though your learning is still a meeting. And that way you can make decisions every time you get taught something. If the name of your trust is going to change, then okay, that is. Oh, we're establishing the assumed name is going to be owned by such and such person. That's in your meeting minutes. So you got a history. It's like a journal of everything. All right. Now, 21. Do not bring what you've learned online from other people over to the 100 Kings and 100 Queens tribal group. Yeah. Don't mix their process with our process. I don't want to hear about what somebody else did. I don't care about what you learned. You're here to learn what we have. Bump what you learned. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to adapt and pull your stuff in here because you learned something. If there's any problems y'all have, bring it to me, and then we'll adapt with that and see what we can change. All right? 22. If you're willing to take on a roundtable position, be willing to honor all that comes with the position. And that is these rules as one of them. So even the leaders have to sign up. Confidentiality, time, energy, patience, and resourcefulness. So, same thing as the students, the leaders have to do the same thing. When it's time for the class to start, you need to be there. After 15 minutes, you won't be teaching the class. The leaders get certain benefits. Yes, they do. The leaders are the ones, yeah, if they do have an issue, then yeah, like a ticket, stuff like that, yeah, I'm willing to help them because they're the leaders. That's my job to them. Give them the solution. And if it's a remedy, let them have the remedy. But as far as the students, no, I'm not stressing myself out with the students. I'm teaching y'all these things so that way y'all can know how to operate in corporate America. All right. So let me go on to the next thing here. Next page. 23. Able to be a critical thinker, proactive and resourceful, and a self-sufficient being. Okay. 24. Having a bad attitude will get you kicked out the group. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Okay? So don't come in acting like you know everything and get pissed off because we didn't call you. We don't have to call you. We don't owe you that. You ain't paid for us to call you. 25. If you have a carnal or evil mind, we do not want you in this group. So yes, if you got brain issues, you're crazy, you're just evil as I don't know what, you're snap at the first no, or whatever, or you get mad because our rules say you'll get kicked out for this and that, this ain't for you. Attitudes, we don't need those. This is a peaceful tribe. We want to keep peace. 26. If you are suffering from any form of mental illness, sex disorders, mental clarity, or substance abuse issues, we do not want you in this group. So, what you're agreeing with is, if you know that's you, and okay, if you know you're not this, okay, then you agree. Okay? Because remember, this group is yours as well. So if you don't want yourself in this group, then okay, that is. Right? Now, 27. Report any member that calls you or email you and you did not give out your private information to that person to King Stevian. So no one should have your information. Because on the app, this King Queen was going on the app, looking at everybody that called, and he was taking down the phone numbers, and then he would call them when he had time. And I know this for a fact because the queen that I was dealing with, supposed to be dealing with one-on-one, he wound up calling her. And I know she ain't give him his number because I told her not to deal with him anymore. Because we was getting ready to kick him out at the time, and she was on the phone, we was talking about it. So that's how I know she was going around on the app taking numbers off. You're not allowed to do that. And if I find out immediately, they will sue you and I will sue you. Period. The 100 Kings and 100 Queens, Credit Union, Tribe, King Stevian, and that person. So that's 4 lawsuits coming at you. Try it. You need to find out why each one can do it. But I'm not going to teach you that. So you can try to buck around it. All right. 28. If you are an agent, informant, spy, hacker, or have any intent of taking public or private information from this group in any way, you are agreeing to pay each member 100 million in pure silver and 100 acres of land of each member's choice. So, someone take your information and call you, and you didn't authorize them to call you, I'm the only one that can call y'all students. Okay? I'm the only one. Because I'm the leader of the group. And I am the only one that has the permission to call and check on you and how you're going with your class. Okay? Now, if I call you, then that's your opportunity to ask me whatever question you have to ask me. But calling me is not going to work. Like I said, there's only a few queens that kings that can call me. Whether they're the roundtable leader, a leader in training, or certain people that I'm working with on certain projects. Okay? All right. No being, person, individual, 100 King or 100 Queen are allowed to copy another member's phone number or email off of free conference call in wall, page, or app during a Friday meeting, call, or at any time. 29. Understand, and understand that if any of the rules are broken, it will and can result in immediate termination from the tribe/group and liens placed on you and or your own tribe or estate. If you are not going to violate these rules and regulations, then understand, understand that nothing shall be done to you, your estate, or tribal members in no way, shape, or form. Now, the last person, she that broke the rules, she agreed to have his own mama, daddy sued. Because at the beginning of the call, that's what it says. A lien will be placed on you and your family member. And when you come on the call and you start talking, you just entered into that contract to say you're not going to violate. And she did. So that's why 3 people are getting sued and liens put on, not just one. And I got all the information I need to put it on every last one, as one already been done. Okay? All right. 30. You shall abide by the 3 mistake strikes rule of not making 3 mistakes on any step upon completion of that step. Any funds submitted for that period will be forfeited as well. So this is what I mean by being careful when you're doing this stuff instead of just rushing through. Some people just rushing through, just submitting any and everything. Well, that's one of your strikes. These rules start today, soon as you look over this video. And also, everyone be getting this in email that's signed up on the website. So don't lie and say you didn't get it. Because I got an email that reads if you got it or not. And if you read it or not. If you opened it or not. So don't try to play me. And if you are submitting something and you acting like you don't know, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get those rules and say, look over these rules. Okay? Because this is number 30. 30 is the 3 mistake rule. So I always quote that to you. You better go read rule and regulation number 30. 3 mistake rule. So you submit your common law copyright 3 times and it's wrong. After you didn't watch the video and after you didn't had the class, then this ain't for you. It ain't for you. That means you just throwing some stuff out there. Trying to weasel your way through. Listen, I'm not going to bow down for no one. What's set in stone is set in stone. If I say fill out the copyright this way, it got to be filled out this way. Don't go say, oh, well, John the Baptist over there did it this way. I don't give a fuck about John the Baptist. Do it the way we said do it and the way we have set up for this system. Because you fuck up on step 1, you ain't fucked up on step 7. You also then messed up on step 8, and you will see by the time you get to the bank. Listen, you're not special where I'm going to change the whole platform or the whole set of rules or the whole common law copyright or any step for you. So don't come in here with this silliness. When it comes down to your trust name is your all caps name with the word trusted in. Drop off that estate stuff. Don't use that because the IRS didn't flag that and they will tell you cannot use it. I had plenty of people call me and say, oh, well, they rejected it because of that. People using estate and trust. When I did mine, I know how to talk my way through it. But they didn't flag it now. So when I show y'all the new way of doing stuff, it's because something changed. Anyway, 31. Understand the purpose, mission, and goal of this group. Now, what is the purpose of this group? Read the first page when you go on the website, 100kingsand100queens.com. We're about getting your estate. If you get your estate, then guess what? Then you can get your remedy. See, you got to get the solution first, which is getting out of being a straw man away from the state and the government and being private. Then you come back with your remedy. And then you enter back in to the corporate arena as a private being. And no, you're not mixing your private with your public. No, you're not, because you're coming in as the private person. The private person is the Don or the Don daughter or the godmother, and she can come in and snap her fingers and tell them what to do. She can sit there and hire the bank. She can hire the courts. She can hire the Secretary of State. See? To understand why that being has to come back in and get their documents apostilled. Because it shows that they're living. Any place you go, banks, courts, whatever you have to go to, then guess what? You give them that apostille to show them that you're the living being, along with your deed poll. Okay? Along with your world passport, with your king name on it, or the beneficiary name, because you're the beneficiary under the IRS rules that say that they cannot harm you, they cannot do anything to you. So, now, Ending. It says, we are about safety and peace and take it very seriously in protecting those who are associated with us and are with us. If you agree to the above rules, then please sign below in agreement. These rules are subject to change to better our tribal community in the near future. Was now too. In that case, everyone would need to sign the updated version. Okay? There will be no exceptions to the rules. So I noticed when I sent out the text message, everybody started texting and calling. There's no need to text. Just go do it. There's definitely no need to call. Because I'm not finna sit and negotiate with this. It needs to be done. Some of y'all just bombarded y'all way through. Started on step 1. I ain't even sent the rules in. It was in the packet. It's on the website. So that means you're ignoring it. It's on the website and it was in the dang on packet when you got it. And some of you, the new ones, coming in without signing it. I will not move forward with anything else until I have it. And if you do not give it, just leave. Don't worry about it. I will not operate with no one ever again without knowing I have your set of rules signed. No one will enter any group meeting without your rules. Without those rules signed. So when I start getting emails, I'm going to check to see if I have your rules on file. If they're not on file, I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to act like you never sent me a thing. Because everybody will get this here. Okay. If you do not agree to our above said rules, then your participation with the group is terminated. Your time, efforts, and professional attention towards keeping our tribal community safe, respectful, and in honor with outstanding members are always the leader's first priority. And then you see right here, you sign. Do not type your freaking name in there. You sign, you put your right thumbprint there, and then you got the 100 Kings and 100 Queens member, so that would be your king name there. So up top, that would be, let's see. Yep, that would be your king name, and that can be your real name there. And we don't want no king name signed there. If you want to sign your king name down there, that's fine. So king name sign, living person sign. Because the living person puts the thumbprint down, not the king. So that's it. That is it, that is it, that is it. Can't wait till that movie come out. But again, this is a war. This is how we win the war. Fight the war. And defend ourselves on the battlefield. Get your head straight. Get in the game. Or get the hell out. I'm not dealing with incompetent people no more. I'm not. You got to have your mind made up. That's the first step to being competent. Make your mind up that enough is enough and you're moving forward to get it done. Make time for this. Stop chasing behind your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever you're chasing behind. Or fiat. Okay? Now, if y'all use this information to get free, do not blame me. Blame the what? The Lord. Won't he do it? Oh yes, he'll do it. So what you need to do is get this knowledge and start to pursue it. I'm King Sevion, representing the what? The 100 Kings and 100 Queens forever. 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 Love them feathers there. I love them feathers. All right. King Sevion, I'm out. Peace.
about? Are you even in love? Or just scared of giving me up at my wit's end? So now's the time for you to keep it a buck on where we stand. If it was love, then you would be in it all or nothing. This time we ain't going off, there's nothing left for discussing. Keep the champagne and the flowers by the dozen. You're so used to having your way. Now I just wanna run away, somewhere you'll never find me, never find me. My love's been proven, it sure has been. Not trying to be exclusive, you only do this when you feel like someone's stepping up, and I start questioning the situation, shipping all the time that I put in. My love's been proven, it sure has been. Not trying to be exclusive, you're only interested when you feel like someone's stepping up, and I start questioning the situation, shipping all the time that I put in. You're not supposed to be here. Why can't you just let me heal? You don't feel love, you just don't want me to move on. Through the rain, the flowers of love.
Such an intimate moment. You deserve the world, and I'ma buy it.
With me, making you and me.
Classic images, menaces all on my lower body. Spending money in different countries, skeptics so exotic. Lloyds to London still running numbers like they know it's Gotti. I pull up in and crack the door to let the smoke about it. Who would believe hustling let the beautiful things kissing you slow just explode, your feelings increase. I let you speak your mind, that divine spirit. Now let me do the same as I sign, seal it. Panoramic ceilings as we drive in it. Tell by my appearance that we really are members. Pinky rings the clearest, looking in the mirrors. Double M the realest, come and get a clearance. Meet me at the top, that's where we really living. It's never smoking mirrors, they really cherish. Roses from the florist, ship them out of Paris. Lamborghini riding, others be embarrassed.
It sure has been. Not trying to be exclusive, you only do this when you feel like someone's stepping up, and I start questioning the situation, shipping all the time that I put in. My love's been proven, it sure has been. Not trying to be exclusive, you're only interested when you feel like someone's stepping up, and I start questioning the situation, shipping all the time that I put in.
That's what the choice is. Something wonderful, something dynamic, something deserved, something equal to who you really are, something in alignment with what you put in you. You deserve a wonderful relationship. That's what's there for you.